We needed to do this because the kitchen that was in this new build home just wasn't going to give us any storage, any facilities. We looked to extend it and realised that we were extending something that wasn't extensible. So thought, back to the drawing board, gut the whole place, start from scratch. Oh, that was really easy. It's because you understood what we wanted. Or you listened to what we wanted. So everybody else said, how many cupboards do you want? And you said, what are you trying to achieve? And we said, well, we need this and we need that. Everything after the design bit, you can't correct. If you don't get the design right, no amount of quality product or good installation is going to make up for the fact that you've got the wrong things in the wrong places or it doesn't work well. The thematic style that we saw at the show and that we saw in the studio was still very angular and very square, and what we wanted was soft and wood and curves. I've been talking to companies that did curvy stuff, but the quality of our discussion around what we were trying to achieve was so much better than the do you want 2 curve units or 3, that we have achieved the curves and got the design features we wanted all in one go. So that presentation then brought it to life, because then we could see all the ideas you had. One of the things that sold it for us was the piece behind us here, where it's making so much more of the room, but taking a very bold step to actually cut into the wall, rather than just having a cupboard sitting in the room and squeezing the space out of it. What we liked was the fact that every aspect of where is the eye drawn, where will you stand when you're doing something, if you're sitting here, what will you be seeing, how do the things flow, you'd thought about. In particular, a minor point was you'd said, if you stand at the hob, the reflection from the window in the mirror behind the thing will be seen by. Right? We weren't hearing that a lot with the other people we were talking about. They were really saying, do you want white or grey worktops? I guess the examples from the things we discussed were which way should the grain run on the table, and so just flipping it around and then immediately spotting, yes, that looks a lot better. These were the design details that make the difference. It would have been so easy to just put something in and think, that's a bit strange, it doesn't look quite right, I don't know why. We spent all our time in here. We only go into the lounge to watch films. So whereas you might expect us to have a balance of time in the house, this is the living area of the house, because it offers the warmth, the convenience, the light, the soft dining area, the sitting, working, doing things on the internet or at work, cooking. So it's a fabulous feature. Out of this world. He's fabulous. So a kind of complete perfectionist. He used to start saying, Pete, I'm not sure whether I'm being picky here, but do you think? And he said, oh no, we can't have that. We've got to be able to sort of lie on the floor and look up at this and see perfect edges. So I'll take that off and rehang that. Yeah, no, the kitchen is fabulous. It's more than we could have hoped for. It's given us everything we wanted. She loves it, don't you? we love it so much that we find ourselves sitting here thinking, this is great, this is what we wanted. You don't go out and start saying, people, have a look at my kitchen, but it's almost that bad. We're so pleased with this. And everybody that visits, they just walk in here and say, oh, okay, I never expected to see that. That's fabulous. Now that we've got the project finished and paid that money, delighted with what we've got. Is it value for money? Yes, it's delivering in spades, because it's delivering multi-hours a day, great experience. I think it's epitomised by, you've come around to take a picture and do a video today, you knew we were going to talk about things. We've talked about doing something in a way that you wouldn't get out of a catalogue. It addresses the kind of lifestyle need that I've got in here, and will probably be another little minor extension to what we've got in the room, and that's been the whole experience throughout. You know, if you do this, then this will work really, really well. Invest the time in the design process to get it exactly right. Not exactly right, to explore all the things that you need so that the kitchen gives you what you want, rather without being kind of overly analytical about it. That investment will then be with you for years to come.